It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots. All that and more coming up next.
On a warm and sunny afternoon in the Bay State of Massachusetts, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New England Patriots. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis back with you. And Charles, for years, a trip to Foxborough quite often led to a loss for opposing teams. But the Patriots have been, in essence, a 500 team since the departure of TB12 3 years ago.
And things have switched because they are a defense-led team, and that's what's kept them in most games. Their key, can they get more explosive on offense and truly establish who their QB1 is?
Well, meanwhile, for the Eagles, the big question, how would they improve their squad in 2023 and make another run at a Super Bowl title? Well, they took a few hits in free agency, but by most accounts, really hit a home run during April's draft. You were there. What did you make of it?
It was almost a night beyond their wildest dreams. Perhaps the best player in the draft somehow fell to 9, where the Eagles traded up to get him, and a terrific pass rusher they got at 30. Wonderful draft, extra pieces for a Super Bowl contender.
Well, the kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and we are underway. Off we go in Foxborough. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback, but last year, he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. And he's also one of the league's most dangerous players, thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
This short throw caught by Goddard. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Penny, a first down carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, here's Penny. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On 4th down, Aaron Sipos on to punt for Philadelphia. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
It was a much rockier season for Jones in his 2nd year, and he even had to survive a brief challenge to his starting job. This is a big campaign for the former Rookie of the Year runner-up. He wants to get back to Pro Bowl form in this one.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing Jones. Open man down the field is Henry. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Well, hold everything because we got an injury, and it's a notable one. Ezekiel Elliott in some discomfort following that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
What's the deal, y'all? Come on with it, man. Let's ride, dog.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Carter showing off just a bit with that sack. And can we remark just how perfect a landing spot he got in Philadelphia? Reunited with a bunch of Georgia teammates, adds another potential star to maybe the league's best defensive front.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over.
Do your thing. Let's do this, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. This is where you step up.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Jones, off play action. And that is incomplete. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Hurts. Looking left sideline, it's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! A.J. Brown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. New England's offense set to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Off play action. Jones. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw. Jones. That's Bourne. Got it on the slant. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
But 1st down, Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw here. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll look to throw again. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Back to throw again. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll set up a throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this 1st half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the 1 touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Just the 1 touchdown in that 1st half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining 1st half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the 1st half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Henry. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the Stix.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Jones throwing on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A handoff left, Elliott. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster from 6 yards away. And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this 3rd quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be caught by Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. On the return is Jones. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Here's Jones on 1st down. He completes it to Henry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. Complete. It's Henry. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
Apparently not. In the red zone like you. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Another sack in the Josh Sweat total. Even after he surprised many for the Pro Bowl season 2021, I'm still not sure how many people knew that much about him entering that campaign. They certainly do now, after he built upon that prior season with a career-high 11 sacks in 2022.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Folks' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Eagles offense back out getting set for this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This short throw caught by Goddard. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
Uche was used sparingly, less than 40% of the Patriots snaps. He has still authored a breakthrough season with 11.5 sacks. I would best believe his usage is going to skyrocket this season.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Hurts. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Now first and goal. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Penny diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Important extra point up and through. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now Jones and the Patriots down 14-10, a minute 54 on the clock. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. Open man down the field is Henry. Inside the 20. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry, 73 yards. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now it's the Eagles' turn, trailing by a field goal. Just over a minute 40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw. And that's complete to Brown.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving. And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's 1st down. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Game time.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got Smith-Schuster, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale